What's up, my homies and fellow NFT collectors? With the market prices down again in the VeVe app, I wanted to put together a quick video talking about what the best NFTs to stack during this period might be. Before we get to the numbers and I show you exactly what I'm stacking right now, let's talk about some other good options in the market. Of course, we got the Disney Golden Moments. They've been super hot on the app right now, and the two new Valentine's Day Golden Moments are still really low in price. They're probably some of the best pickups right now. I expect Donald and Daisy to be worth 4 or 5K within a month or two. Also, you have the Disney Lenticular set. They haven't seen a real spike yet since being released, and it's a Disney product. Disney has driven the Disney Golden Moments values up way high, so I can expect that the Disney Lenticulars are also going to get a nice bump once the market comes back and starts going up again. Also, I think a lot of the Marvel character collectibles are good pickups right now, especially Deadpool. You got Storm, you got Groot, and a lot of these are going to go up in value when other characters, whether it's some more X-Men or some more members of the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think every time another one of those Marvel characters drops, these Marvel prices are going to go up, and right now they're really low, so those are good pickups as well. Also, I've been saying for a while now that the artist NFTs like the Decon drops, the Labbits, the Choices Bunnies are good pickups right now because we know that a future catalyst is right around the corner when we're able to list our VeVe NFTs onto the Mutable X marketplace, which already supports buying and selling NFTs with only tokens. So you know we're really close, and it's already been confirmed that the artist NFTs will be some of the first ones that will be interoperable and will be listed on the IMX exchange. So I feel like those prices are going to go up soon, and right now they're really low, especially for the edition size. And the reason I'm bullish on those Decon drops is because of the future catalyst that's coming up for them. And that brings us to the comics. And they've got a couple future catalysts, and that's why I think comics right now are the best pickup on the app, especially the rares. And we're going to get into why. I've already started stacking up some of these B tier and C tier Marvel comic NFTs on the app. The two catalysts that we have approaching for the comic NFTs on the app are the ability to put them in our showroom and also the Master Collectors Program. And the reason why the Master Collectors Program is a catalyst for comics is because you get a lot more Master Collectors points per gem when it comes to the comics if you do the math behind it. At the current moment, it seems like Master Collectors points aren't valued very high on the app, and I personally don't worry about them too much. But in the future, when we have Q system drops and when we have accessories available in the store that you can only purchase with the MCP points, people are going to start caring about them more, and the values of the NFTs that give you more MCP points are probably going to go up. So in order to calculate how much we're paying per MCP point in gems, I'm using a few different resources from the community. First up, I'm using VeVeRank.com from Sleeping Comics, who has a VeVe YouTube channel, which I will link in the description below. I'm also using VeVeSetlist.com, which is a very useful resource that gives you the set prices and how many MCP points per day that each set awards you. And I'll also be using economiwiki.com to look up the prices of the NFTs on the app so that I can make these calculations. Alright, we're mostly going to be focusing on the daily recurring points, and you can see that with the collectibles, you get 1 point every day for each collectible you own, and then you get some bonus points each day for the rarities. For the rares, you get an extra 0.25 points. For the ultra rares, you get an extra half a point. And for secret rares, you get an extra 5 points per day. Those are for collectibles. And you also get daily points for holding the sets. Now with the comics, the points that are awarded daily are set up a little differently. With the commons, you get a quarter of a point, 0.25 each day. For uncommons, you get a half a point. For rares, you get 2 Master Collectors points per day. For ultra rares, you get 3. And for secret rare comics, you get 6 points per day. Of course, if you're stacking collectibles or comics and you have more than one, then you lose some of those point values with the second or third or fourth comic or collectible. But the question here is whether you want to stack to sell these to people who are going to be trying to get Master Collector's Point in the future, or if you want to get a bunch of different ones so that you're avoiding that penalty and getting Master Collector's Points for yourself, because they are retroactive and we are earning points each day even though the program hasn't begun yet. So now that we know how the Master Collectors Program points are set up for daily recurring points, we can figure out how much we're paying in gems per point with collectibles or comics, and we can figure out which one of these are undervalued so that we can stack those, and when Master Collectors points become more valuable on the app in the future, we'll be ready. So let's take a look at some of the collectible sets on the app and compare them with the Master Collectors points you get per gem with the comics on the app. First up, we have the Kripkins, which cost about 1,000 gems to complete and gives you 18.25 daily recurring MCP points. That comes out to about 54.8 gems per point. Next up are the Myrmicornos, which is probably the best value for Master Collector's points. You get 14.75 daily recurring points for 592 gems, and that comes out to 40.1 per point. Back to the Future hoverboard, 692 gems for 10.75. That's 64 gems per point. And a newer set, the Peely Fantasy, for 563 gems, gets you 8.75 daily recurring points because there's only 4 collectibles in that set. So that comes out to 64.3 gems per Master Collector point. Now if you look at the Master Collector's points you earn per day from some of the comics on the app, you'll see that you're getting a much better deal even with B or C tier comics. If we're looking at the new Hero for Hire Luke Cage comic, paying for a common 21 gems means that you're paying about 84 gems per point for getting those commons because you have to buy 4 of them to get 1 Master Collector's point per day. However, with the rare, you're only paying 63 gems and you get 2 points per day, so that's only 31.5 gems that you're paying per Master Collector's point per day, which is a lot less than any of the collectible sets on the app, and even less than common and uncommon comics because those only give you a fraction of the Master Collector's points. When you get into some of the C tier comics, you find even better deals, like the rare Avengers number 80, which is an exclusive to VeVe cover that you can get for 50 gems, and that means you're only paying 25 gems per Master Collector's point for that comic right now. And if Master Collector's points end up becoming very important in the future, then those prices are going to go up because people are going to want to buy at least one so that they can get that extra 2 points. I predict that a lot of people will try to pick up 1 rare of each comic, or as many as they can, so that they're getting that extra 2 Master Collector's points per comic every day. The ultra rare comic probably come in next for the best value of gems per Master Collector's points. Down in the D tier range of comics, the new Fantastic Four Annual number 3 came out, and the ultra rare is only 82 gems, and you get 3 Master Collector's points per day for each ultra rare. So you're only paying 27.3 gems per Master Collector's point in that situation. Of course, like I mentioned before, if you're trying to stack up Master Collector's points for yourself, buying more than one of the same cover is going to reduce the amount of Master Collector's points you receive each day. But I think a good play here is to find the best value for gem per Master Collector's point in the market and stack those up and sell them back when the prices go up as the Master Collector's program begins. Of course, as more and more people notice this trend, the prices will go up and down on these comics, so I'm going to show you how to calculate how much you're paying in gems per MCP point so that you can find the best deals on the market. We're going to focus on comics for now because comics seem to be the best value when it comes to MCP points. For commons, you get 0.25 Master Collector's points per day, so in order to get 1 Master Collector's point, you'd have to buy 4 of them. So to find out your gems per Master Collector's point, take the floor price of that common comic and multiply it by 4, and that'll give you the gem per MCP calculation. For the uncommons, the rate you get is 0.5, so you want to take the floor price of that uncommon comic and multiply it by 2. On the rares, you get 2 Master Collector's points per day, so you want to find that comic's rares floor price and divide that by 2 to find the gem per Master Collector's points for that comic. For ultra rares, you get 3 points, so you want to find the ultra rare floor price and divide that number by 3. And for secret rares, you get 5 points, so find the floor price and divide that number by 5 to find the gem per Master Collector's points for that secret rare comic. Alright guys, like I mentioned before, I use VeVeRank.com to help me decide which comics to stack. You can go to the comics tab on the left hand side and click on comic tiers, and once you get there, I try to find low priced B tier and C tier comics to invest in. Alright everybody, thanks for watching and happy stacking. See you next time. Bye bye.